Hello and welcome to Greyfrights' Top 10 Worst Doctor Who Stories. Today we'll be reviewing number 8, which is Love and Monsters. It's written by Russell T Davies and directed by Dan Zeff, starring David Tennant and Billie Piper and Mark Warren as Elton Pope, who is more or less the main character of this story. So we shall move on to plot. A man named Elton attempts to find the Doctor, and basically he's doing this webcast video blog thing of him talking about his life kind of thing. He finds a group of people who are also wishing to find the Doctor and have an interest in him, but when a Victor Kennedy helps them, soon Elton and the others are in more danger that they know. It also has other parts of the plot, but that's the main plot. Don't really want to spoil anything for you. We'll start with bad points. Bad points. More or less all of the camera scenes with Elton are terrible. Like really, they're just... It's an awful idea to put a person in front of a camera and go, "Hello, I'm talking about my life, and I met the Doctor today." Show footage of meeting Doctor, then go back to, "Oh, and hello." Yeah, it's just no. The Scooby-Doo door corridor thing, when Elton meets the Doctor and Rose. It's funny, but it's irrelevant and annoying. The whole idea of Linda, the organisation that there is, London Investigations Detective Agency, doesn't sound bad, just seems less of a Doctor Who episode and more of a social group TV show kind of blog thing that's going on in an episode, which isn't really the point since it's Doctor Who and not social group TV or blog. Also, Jackie Tyler is just an annoying character, full stop, so that kind of screws up the episode a bit, but I suppose she is Rose's mum, so you need her in there at some point if you're involving Rose and you're on Earth. The story is boring, and it's not just boring, it's unbelievably boring. PK's acting as the Absorbaloff is different to his acting as Victor Kennedy, but as the Absorbaloff, it's pretty terrible. It's crap, it's pants. The story just seems like a pointless episode that was basically a space filler more than anything else. And guess what? It's right next to Fear Her, which I will be reviewing. Don't get me wrong on this list as well, but they're together, which just means you get two pants episodes right together. This one isn't as bad, I suppose. But yeah, that's all the bad points. There's not really much I can say without ranting. Now, the bad points are quite major and really affect this episode, but the good points, however, are just small things that I like. They're not actually have any major impact to the fact that this episode was pants. The opening of Elton finding the TARDIS, that scene is well done. I must admit, the opening scene is well done. The Hawks, or whatever it's called, is an awesome looking monster. It's a shame it wasn't used very well, really. I like the references that Elton seems to mention of all the alien attacks and all the flashbacks of the different alien attacks, like the Autons, the Sladine, the Sycorax. Those attacks, they're just really good things to add into the episode. The scene where the Linda social group crap basically turns into a social group and isn't any more of a "we're looking for the Doctor" type of group kind of thing. And then Victor Kennedy comes in, enters to bring everything from just like being like an episode of a blog type social group crap. And he gets it together, which I like, because I like the fact that Victor Kennedy has just changed it back to like looking for the Doctor and getting this back on plot, which is a good part of the episode, even though it was necessary. So, Peter Kay is good at acting as Victor Kennedy, but I've already said that I don't like him as the Absorbaloff. But he is a good actor as he's acting as Victor Kennedy. I think that was very well done. It was quite sinister, whereas the Absorbaloff was more alright then. Yeah. So that's more or less it. There isn't really much more to say. I just don't like this episode at all, and really the bad points are more of major things that really affect this episode and make it pants. It's mainly the plot and the idea that, fair enough, a Doctor Light episode, but making a Doctor Light and Companion Light episode that isn't particularly good in any way. The main character in the episode isn't really a strong character. It's more of a blog than it is an episode. The villain monster thing, the Absorbaloff, isn't particularly good and was drawn by a kid in a competition. Fair enough, but still, this episode just seems like a space filler that was basically made around this monster and portrayed a monster that could have been okay and just did it terribly. But yeah, a rating. I'm going to rate this 3 out of 10 because it is that crap. However short this review is, it's more or less because there is very little I can say about it other than the fact that the plot's awful and the good points, bad points and stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the others and the other parts of the review, or just type them in, find them, watch them. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.